Before I begin my spiel, I want to take a little survey. So please raise your hand if you personally have ever been the victim of a con artist, or you know a friend or family member who's been conned, or you're just fascinated reading stories in the newspaper about con artists. Well, if you raise your hand to any one of those, then I think you'd immensely enjoy reading Be.A.Con. Be.A.Con, the title, is a play on words about an actual company named Beacon, who hired for its CEO a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, charming, young, recovering alcoholic and drug addict. Unfortunately, everything that myself, the acting CFO, the employees, investors, and customers thought about the CEO turned out to be very, very wrong. On one level, Be.A.Con is a very simple story. It's a story of a con artist and how they prey upon people who trust others. Be.A.Con is also a very humorous story. Despite the tragic events that happened to the company and the tragic events that happened in this individual's life, the individual was very charming, very engaging, and engaged all of us with his humor and such things as needing to install a large panel flat screen TV in his office so he wouldn't miss any episodes of The Simpsons, and quoting from South Park's Steel Underpants episode as to how Beacon can improve its business model. But Beacon is a lot more than a simple story and a humorous story. It's an expose. It's an expose into how con artists work, how they prey on people like you and I, people who tend to trust others, because that's where you go wrong, and that's where a con artist sees the world as his or her all oyster. Importantly, it's an expose into why someone who grows up in a middle-class household, good parents, good education, ends up dropping out of high school, gets involved in drinking, drugging, and so much more. Ultimately, however, Be.A.Con is a tale of hope and inspiration, of how when you fall in life, it doesn't mean that you fail, as long as you can pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again. And so for those of you who enjoy reading tales of hope and inspiration, I think you'd immensely enjoy reading Be.A.Con. Thank you for listening to me this evening. I hope you consider purchasing Be.A.Con, and I'd be happy to sign any copies you purchase.
Next, we have